Okay, in order to record a response, as we finished then, we finished on this login page. So this is where the pupils will come. To record a response, they can either click on this box here, or they can click on the big red video recording button. So once they've clicked on there, they'll then come up with their video of themselves. Down at the bottom here, we've got the options. So they can upload a video clip. So if you've asked them to create a different piece of media, which could have been something like Adobe Spark, they're able to upload video clips here from anywhere that they've downloaded them. You can also see mirror your video, so you can see what we normally see in the mirror. You can mute your video so that pupils who may have difficulty with speech, or if they're delivering a presentation, or for any other need they may want to mute their video, they can mute it there. These can be accessed at any point during their recording as well. And we can also use the screen record, which is what I'm doing now. So using the screen record, it will then give you the option to record the entire screen and give the short tutorials that you may want to deliver to your pupils. So once you've done that, you can click the screen record. You can then access the activity that you want to show them, and then attach that to your Google Classrooms or your Microsoft Teams for them to have an example of where you're explaining the task that they've been asked to do. We've also got effects, so we can have various filters. So if pupils don't want to be seen, they can apply the pixelated filter, or any of the others that they might find interesting. But I've used this when pupils haven't once been on camera, but they're quite happy to record their voices. By pixelating the screen, they're then able to record it without any fears. They can also add frames to their work. So if you're doing a news report, they can add them in there. There's a number of others that they'll find interesting and more than likely play with for whatever purposes they've been asked to create something. They can add emojis and different reactions to their video as well. And again, these can be accessed at any point during their recording. They can draw on their page so that they're able to do any explanations. Get rid of that. And there's also the board as well. So on the board, there's a split screen option as well. So if you're asking pupils to draw shapes, they can be recording the screen and accessing these different options. And then you can ask them to draw a triangle, and then they can come on and create them as well. They can also pause the video as they're creating it, so they can get it how they want it. And then when they come to explaining it, they can start the recording again and talk about the image that's come on. On the board, there is the option of having the number squares as well. There's lines for writing, and then different colors where they can create their presentation, or they can have their whole screen covered just by sliding the split screen on and off as they see fit. And they can also upload photos if they've been asked to describe something. As well as that, at the top here, they can add sticky notes. So as they're describing different things or presenting something, they can add different notes to different pictures that they've added on. So if they're being asked to describe the water cycle, they can upload an image and then add sticky notes to describe the different stages of those processes. Once they've clicked record, it'll give them a 3-second countdown, and you can see now that it's recording. We've still only got it set to 15 seconds, but we can just pause it. They can then edit something that they want to within their work, and then once they're happy, they can start recording again. This is still counting down, and then once it gets to the end, it'll give them a short time frame where it'll then start playing the video back to them. They then click next. They can then have a screenshot of themselves as the image that will appear on the Flipgrid table, or again, they can use the boards to explain what they've been doing. Okay, once they've done that, they take a screenshot. This is the picture that will arrive on the board on our Flipgrid topic, and then they can display their name and they can give it a title. And then they submit it to you. Okay, it's at this point that they can download a QR code for that video. They can download the video that they've created, or they can download the selfie that they've taken that is this image here. They then click on complete, and we can see our video is there for us to have a look at. So if we go back to our discussions, we should now be able to go to our example group that we created earlier. And in there, we've got our topic, and I can see that Gavin has created one activity. If I go across, I can hide these videos. I can share them by getting a QR code. And again, these can go up on display. So if they've recorded a book review, they can go up in your class library or anywhere else that you'd use them. And there's also the actions of being able to edit the response, hide it. Just say in the edit response, it doesn't mean that you can edit their video, or you can download it or delete it if needed. So as a teacher, you're then going to click on the video that we've seen. It will start playing. You've then got the option of adding a comment to the pupils' work so that they'll be able to read that comment. If we click on the feedback, you can see that we've got the grading rubric from earlier where we've got the ideas, and we can give them a grade out of 5, and a performance, give them a grade out of 5. And we can also add private comments that only that child will see. Or if you want, you can also record your own video feedback for them. So if there's something that you've liked in particular that they've been able to do, you can record that feedback there. Okay, when we go into our activity, you will be able to see the responses from the pupils. You will also be able to see how many other pupils have seen that one or seen that video, and also then you'll be able to comment and see the feedback that their peers have given them as well. So it all arrives on that list. Okay, so just here we can see that we've got the video that I've just recorded. You'll see the comments that have been made and also the feedback that's been given by yourself as the class teacher. But hopefully that's Flipgrid all covered.